Swing Trading Suckers is the title of today's presentation. And while that might sound a little bit harsh, the truth of the matter is, if you're somebody that truly believes you can swing trade your way to wealth and keep that wealth, then you are indeed a sucker. The odds of that happening are next to zero, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We'll talk about what swing trading is and why it's such a bad idea. Now, you may have heard this term, being poor is expensive, and maybe the best example of that would be the payday loan franchises in the United States that advance you money that you need to pay your bills before you get your paycheck. The interest rates on these loans are absolutely ludicrous when you annualize them. So being poor is indeed expensive, especially when it comes to investing. And you need money to make money. And that's partially because the smaller the amount of money you're playing with, the more likely it is that you're going to take risks with it, the easier it becomes to take it from you. And you're always looking for the quick way to wealth when you're poor because wealth seems so far away. I know, I've been poor and I've made all the mistakes that we're going to talk about today. So I know very well what it's like to be poor and what it's like to want wealth. People without a plan will inevitably be led astray, and those who see swing trading as a potential plan should dismiss that very quickly because it's only going to cause pain. There are no shortcuts to getting wealthy. Even if you realize how pointless trading is and you invest your own money, the odds are still against you because even professional investors, 95% of them can't beat a benchmark over the long term. So the whole notion of being able to trade your way to success is even more ludicrous.
All right, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I want to talk about scammers, okay? I want to talk about scammers, and I think it's important to have this conversation. Before we get into it, today was a brutal day in the market, okay? It was a brutal day, most likely due to the Fed's outlook on future rate cuts. Basically, they're telling American investors that the interest rate cuts, though they're going to make one for this quarter, going forward into next year, they will likely be much less frequent. And that is something that big money investors do not want to hear, okay? They just don't want to hear it, all right? But that's a video for another channel. Listen, let me start this off by asking you all one simple question, okay? That question is, do you think people are more likely to share their gains or their losses in the stock market with social media? Real question. You know the answer, okay? The smart people already know and understand that these finance channels and people that always end up at a FinCon somewhere are never going to ever tell you how much they've lost in the market, no matter what charts they show you. Neither are there dizzy-ass fans, okay, that always end up in somebody's comment section somewhere talking about how they made 200 million% from listening to their advice, right? It's always one of those somewhere in somebody's comment section. But on this channel, I want to be as transparent as possible with this. I am an everyday investor, and I am an everyday average American, okay? I have a normal job with a family. We do normal things. You know, I'm not driving around in a huge, expensive Tesla, none of that shit. But the reason I'll still win at life is not because I bought a course somewhere and started gambling in the stock market with plays from my favorite YouTuber, right? I'll win because I'm consistent, because I work hard, because I'm determined, and because I keep myself informed about what's going on. I want to warn you all that may be thinking about playing around with options trading and swing trading for that matter, okay? I am well aware. I am well aware of all of these channels out here selling you the dream of making a bunch of money fast by jumping in and out of trades, trying to time the market. I don't care how foolproof these plays are or what they tell you the play is. I don't care what they tell you their win rate is, their success ratio. After all of the word salad and proclamations of how they do nothing but win every day, every week, every year, at the end of it all, they are gambling in the stock market, and they're never going to tell you that, okay? If you don't take anything else away from this video, please understand that if somebody is pushing day trading and swing trading onto you as an investor, then 10 times out of 10, they will always also have a product to sell you behind it. 10 out of 10 times. I can go through every channel across YouTube and it'll be true. It's facts. They're going to tell you how much money they made on this play, how much money they made on that play, but they will never show you how much they've lost over the course of their entire investing career playing around with options and trading, swing trading, right? They won't show you that because showing you all of that, showing you the losses won't get you to sign up for their master stock course on swing trading or their Patreon course, right? They won't get you to sign up for that. That's not going to drive the people to pay them money for losing trades, right? People want to believe that swing trading is better than trading options. And my point is that they're both extremely unstable ways to throw away your money in the stock market. And unfortunately, the people that end up getting roped into guru courses are the ones with no money, the ones with no hope, the ones that don't know what the fuck is going on or what they're doing, right? And because they're desperate, they think to themselves, well, you know, I don't have 10 to 20 years to build out an investment portfolio. I need money now. So what's going to get me the fastest money, the most money right now? So they're willing to part with $50 here, $150 there. And sure, they might even hit a streak of wins one week, you know, or one month, right? But one thing about it is that pendulum swings both ways. More than not, these people that follow finance trading gurus into the darkness will 1,000% get burned at some point. And the difference between them, okay, the difference between them getting burned versus the trading guru mentor is that the mentor always has an influx of residual cash flow coming through the door from YouTube, from Patreon, and from memberships. Their followers do not. You are not them. So it's okay if they jump into a trade, blow a bunch of money, and lose it all, because they don't have to report that to their followers. They don't have to report that to you all. They get to just close their eyes, act like it never happened. They can just wait until they hit a good trade and then cue up the video recording and of them raking in thousands of dollars the next day with an "I told you so" attitude. That will earn them praise, recognition, admiration, and hundreds of thank yous in the comments, right? None of these guys got rich from trading in the market. They got rich from YouTube and selling you a dream. If you're watching this, understand and know that there are no shortcuts to financial success in the stock market, all right? We win by being informed. We win by being patient. We win by being diligent and smarter than everybody else who decided to gamble their money away on options and swing trades, right? It's not a race. It's a goddamn marathon. And there's plenty of people out here finding out every single day that they're just not built for it. If you're watching this, I hope that you are. I'll catch you in the next one.